Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome back to the Art House. Beep, 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 beep. So, a few announcements here. Super excited. We got some big time events coming up. So I got a huge mail day in today. I'm going to announce a few things. Then we're going to go to the overhead cam and look at a few items that just came in. So first things first, I'm at the Sorcery Contested Realm Community Facebook group. And I just announced we're going to have a huge case break. An entire case. I'm not going to talk about every card. I'm not going to tell a lot of stories. We're just going to rip through the packs. And we're going to get through an entire case of 6 boxes of Sorcery tomorrow night, which is, what is today? Is it Tuesday? It's Tuesday today? Tomorrow night, Wednesday, at 5 p.m. Eastern Time in the United States. So, I was going to wait till the weekend. Some people were complaining, we want to see the cards ASAP. There's like a Roading Premium where we're all going to have our stuff soon. So here we go. We're going to do it on a weeknight. I'm going to leave work a little early, and we're going to make it happen 5 p.m. sharp. I'll try to be on time, and we'll get it popping. Try to get through it in a reasonable amount of time as well, and we'll see what hits we get. There's been a lot of curios popping up. There's been unbelievable unique foils. People think these boxes for Canada are juiced, but I don't know. We need more data, right? We just don't know until we see more. So this is a case from Canada. So we'll see. We'll see if that luck persists. And again, 5 p.m. Eastern, we'll kick that off. And here's the announcement. So it's going to be multicast on the Sorcery Contested Realm Community Facebook group and also at the Collector Arthouse YouTube. So I just posted that on the page, and the link is there, but you're already here at Collector Arthouse. Just go to my page here, and then let's see. Does it pop up in the main feed? Maybe not. All right, so click the live tab. This is super dumb. I hate how they do this. It's on the live tab, so it's not as discoverable. But you go to YouTube and then click on live, and there it is. Tomorrow night, 6/21. I actually messed that up last weekend, so I got the day right. And look at all these live events I've done. There's a whole library of like really fun, interesting live events that are really unique to the Collector Arthouse channel, because I showed very rare products like sample cards. We did a sample pack break, 2 of them actually, one with the art pack, one with the silver pack. We did interviews with artists, interviews with other content creators, with LGS store owners. Reveals, tons of artwork. Look at all these foils and embellished prints, original paintings, all types of cool, unique stuff that you only find here. So it's a lot of fun to do, and I hope you guys can join me tomorrow night. All right, so let's close the website and a little switcheroo to the overhead cam. All right, so a few things came in as I was saying, right? So first things first, we have these embellished prints that I collaborated with Elvira Shakirova to do in her signature style. As we always say, she says she's going to get out of the gilding business, but simply cannot, because it looks absolutely stunning. And look at that. So look at that, foiled, I guess you'd call it. I don't know. This beautiful, elegant border. This is a Jiggly print, canvas print. So it just glows magnificently under the light. If I could catch it at the right angle. It looks so much better in person, because it's like those dark parts don't show up when there's uniform lighting. It's just this amazing shimmery shine. So we got the silver there. We got all 4 mixes, right? And this was purchased by someone in the Collector Arthouse Patreon. So this is already spoken for. You have the beautiful gold on the mix air. Really elegant. I love how she comes up with these intricate designs, a little different for each one, and then she signs at the bottom there with the number. This was a series of 7 embellished print series, and the date 2023, and then she signs again on the print. Actually, that's on the original art, so that's her signature over top of that. So here in gold, again, the framing is a little different. Here you have the numbering and the signature within the gilded frame. Let me make sure I get that gold and the lighting. Man, it looks really awesome. And then finally, my personal favorite, the Mix Ignis. And this is like a slightly different gold than the others. It's like a bronzish kind of gold. So it just pairs so nicely with the original art. And when you do a Geely canvas print, it really has like an authentic original painting type feel. So when these are framed up, that's going to make a beautiful display piece for the person who purchased that. So let me put these safely aside, and then I'm going to show you a few other awesome things that came in. All right, so I'm going to have to get these in acid-free sheets later. All right. So first things first. This guy must have been trolling me with these magic cards. What are these? Oh shit. See, this is the thing with the foil. You get this glitter all over the place. I hate glitter. But the guy packages a precious sorcery card in this magic sandwich. He's got to be trolling me. I love vintage magic because that's what I grew up with. And you know, some people are saying like, "Hey, Mike, you seem like a sleazy bastard. You're selling all this stuff." Oh, there's a bug in here. We don't really know like where you came from. All of a sudden, you're on YouTube and this and that. Let me move this over to the other screen. So I'm going to tell my background story. I think I've actually done it on the channel before, but it's been a while. And the different like Facebook groups and I don't know, my collectorarthouse.com website. I still hear from people they don't even know that website exists, which is insane. It was featured in the Kickstarter, which was awesome, in the actual Kickstarter campaign. And then also, you know, a few other places. It's always linked in my link tree in the description. Man, these team bags are a pain in the ass sometimes. So we'll get into this in a moment. But yeah, so all the platforms have been growing. People don't know my background and whatnot. So when I hit 1,000 subscribers, I'm at like 840-ish right now. When I hit 1,000, I'll do like a special feature. I want to do like a backstory and a special reveal like on how I got into sorcery and how I top pledged the Kickstarter campaign. Spoiler alert. A lot of people thought I bought that Avatar of Fire painting, but no, I actually backed at the top level of the Backstarter, or I would say Backstarter, the Kickstarter. So I've been a strong believer, super passionate about the project since day one, before it was anything, before Rudy blew it up and ignited it in flames with the Frazetta announcement and with his support and backing of the project. And it's only gotten better and better since then as I met all the artists, done a lot of interviews, and had a lot of fun. So I'll tell that story at 1,000 subscribers. What are these magic cards? I don't even know what the new cards are anymore, so I don't know what set that is. All right, so here we go. We got a special card. So I got a bunch of foils that have been coming in. I do consignment for community members and work with a lot of artists and stuff for sales and auctions that I do on my platforms. So the first one that's coming up, oh, that's interesting. Put a little pull tab in there. Pretty slick. Is the Epic MoonClan Werewolf by Alan Pollock. So the interesting thing about this is the error. You know, I discovered this in my box opening, a box that the company sent me for a first reveal, you know, that they sent to the various content creators. And I'm going to have to take this out of the sleeve. How did he do this? Is it upside down? I have to take this out of the sleeve to showcase this a bit. Or maybe I'll leave it in. You guys don't need to see the full art back right now. I'll do that delicately off camera for pictures. There we go. Coming into autofocus. But, you know, when I opened this, I noticed right away that this is Santiago Caruso. This is actually an artwork by Alan Pollock. So that is an error that exists only on the foil variant of this. Fortunately, in the non-foil, you do have the correct artist name, Alan Pollock. So this is like a unique anomaly in Sorcery TCG Alpha. I think it's the only artist misattribution. There was a couple spelling errors on a couple of the Tony Sudlow cards, the Tony Sudlow cards, but this is the only artist misattribution. So it's kind of like an interesting, anomalous, rare oddity in Alpha. And this will be coming to auction fairly soon. And I'll announce that. It'll be at the Sorcery Contested Realm Facebook group, community group, and the Collector Arthouse Discord. So again, click the link in the description. You could join both of those platforms. But an amazing artwork by Alan Pollock. It's an exceptional, so it's a pretty rare foil. All of the foils are insanely rare, and it has that interesting aspect of the misattribution of the artist name, which will be corrected in beta. So it'll be a unique nuance in the alpha variant. Okay, and the other super exciting thing that came in today, the grand finale. Should I show? You know, I'll show the case. So we got this case, man. These cases weigh about 1 billion pounds. Let me zoom out. So there you go. We got a full case of sorcery, 6 boxes. It's got a little scuff. It's not pierced through, but whenever you got a little dingaroo, you got some bangers. And like I say, everybody and his brother's pulling every unique foil, and all this amazing stuff. We've seen like 4 or 5 curios. I'm actually writing this very long, detailed article about curios, deep dive analysis into the history of those cards. I'm collaborating with the artist to tell those stories, so that's going to be super fun. So look for that. I'm trying to get through that in the coming days, but I'm so busy with all these different exciting things going on. But here you see, from the wonderful Elvira Shakirova, some of her top cards. Dream Quest. Let's see, how's that autofocus treating us? There we go. Dream Quest, Elementalist, and the top cover is a little dusty, but these cards are pristine. See, Immortal Throne. So this is the non-foil Immortal Throne, so it has the right mechanic on there. There's also an error for this one on the foil version where they transposed a different card, so the mechanic is completely incorrect. And then we have the 4 mixed cards. Air, Ignis, Aqua. This is Elvira's personal favorite. My personal favorite's Ignis. And the Terra. But not all. You notice what's going on with these cards? This is not a black back, It looks dark, as if there's like a opaque back. These are regular clear penny sleeves, inside top loaders, and square corners. So what do you know about square corners? Artist proof cards, guys. Artist proofs. So very exciting. These are the very first artist proofs that I've held in hand. The first wave will be coming to auction across the platforms that I mentioned: Sorcery Contested Realm Facebook community group and the Collector Arthouse Discord. I mirror in both places, so if you're on one platform or the other, you can participate in either place. You can DM me, direct message me, private message me if you want to bid privately. That's no problem. Some people like to be anonymous and don't want to be hounded once they win. They just want to keep their collections private and personal. So these are the first artist proofs that will be coming to auction fairly soon. We'll probably do them this weekend, maybe Friday and or Saturday, maybe both days. I like to do 24 auctions, 1 card at a time. So let's take a look here. Let's start with, and I'll probably do a separate video to really feature the history of these, because the amazing thing about these is Elvira took a concept that what she did in her approach to art commissioning is she had 3 different sketch variants typically for each card. So she would show Eric 3 options of the art concept, and then they'd go back and forth, and Eric would select one, and then they'd go with that one, and she'd finish it off and paint it, and that was the original painting concept, and the other 2 were not used in most cases. There were a couple that, at least one that she didn't like. 2, I know 2 she didn't like. She wanted to redo. And one was the Guile Sirens. Eric still used it as a promo card because he liked it. The other one was Avalon Dryads. And I think Elvira just kind of tossed the one she didn't like. And it wasn't used in the game and won't be to our knowledge unless Eric introduces it as an alt art in beta or revised or something. But with the concepts that were not used, she had this awesome idea to use them on the back of her artist proof cards. So here is the final concept of the Immortal Throne, of course, because that's what's printed on the card. And on the back, an awesome sketch. So she kind of did like an ironic, she calls it the lively chair, and she painted this little smiley face in the upper left-hand corner, which is hilarious. And you can kind of see the skulls in the background. So it's kind of like an oxymoron, or whatever the right term is, where you have the chair that's lively, and then there's these death skulls in the whatever this lava is or whatever at the bottom. So very nice detailed sketch in pen ink, it looks like. And it's got a historical relevance, to the early development of the game and the different art concept approach. All right, so Elementalist, which is one of the most popular avatars in the game, really beautiful. This was like her first big painting sale to really kind of sent her brand and her image like really flying. All her work's super valuable. She's one of the most popular artists in the game at this point, I would say. Definitely one of the top artists. But this is a amazing avatar skill where it can produce any of the 4 mana sources, so it works great in dual resource decks and whatnot. So there you go, another alternate concept. A ton of detail in this one. These take her a few hours to do the work on these with all the detail that's in there. And this is a amazing, really super detailed, beautiful alternate art for the Elementalist. I'd love her to see that one finished painted. Maybe we will see some painted later on artist proofs. Dream Quest, one of the best, most popular cards in the game. Because it's got this tutor effect. I think this is the one, yeah, falls asleep and is disabled until hurt at the start of your next turn. If it's still asleep, you may wake it up and search your spell book for a card and put it into your hand. So it's got that tutor effect, like the demonic tutor that put that effect on the map in Magic the Gathering. So it's a very popular card, cheap to play, and an amazingly powerful effect. It's a unique, so you can only have one in your deck. And gorgeous alternate concept. And look at the detail on this one. This is absolutely insane. First of all, the original artwork is super popular. There's a lot of detail in this, a lot of interesting design choices and intrigue and how she went about that. And this was another beautiful alternate with this little guy peeking around the corner as she's falling asleep at her workbench here, and all the alchemical symbols and things going on. Really amazing artist proof. So I think that'll be a big popular hit. And then we have the 4 mix cards, mix artist proofs, the very first. So these, let me see, she numbered these number 2. She's keeping number 1 in her personal collection. So this will be the lowest available number and first to market. And then we have the mixed Terra. And let's see what the alternate concept was there. Oh man, that's really awesome. So again, let's take a look at the mixed Terra. So it's a different vantage point and perspective on the alchemical action going on in this shot. Again, a lot of detail, beautiful pen sketch. The mix aqua. So again, note the composition, the perspective, and then we see the alternate art. And there you go, from a different vantage point, different detail. And I do have the sketches for a lot of these, so that's why I say in a separate video, if you guys are interested, let me know in the comments. It's funny, the market videos get a ton of views featuring art and unique cards and stuff and the history of the game. I think that's super interesting and love that kind of content personally. But it's like everybody wants to market the speculation and valuations and what's going on with the market type videos. So those get a lot more views. But if you guys would care to see the sketches that inspired these artist proofs and the selected composition, I have a lot of those sketches in my my art sketchbook that Elvira sent me. So I'd love to show you guys if there's interest. Let me know in the comments. So there you go. That's one of the alternate sketches for the Ignis, my personal favorite there. Again, a lot of detail. And last but not least, the Mix Air. Look at that. Man, the magic. Hovering in the air. So that aspect of it was the same. Just a bit of a different vantage point and a little different background composition, which makes that more in focus. That's actually really cool. So again, I'd love to show you guys these sketches if there's interest. Let me know in the comments, please, and I will do a follow-up video when I get a chance, and we'll enjoy that. So maybe I'll auction some of the others first, and then we'll get back to the mixed cards if there's interest in seeing those sketches. I think that'd be a cool, fun story. And I want to get some pictures of that anyway. But anyway, guys, if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe, follow. Please join me for the live full case opening tomorrow night, Wednesday, 5 p.m. Eastern. I hope you're all there and participating in the comments. Hopefully we get some of those amazing unique foils that are coming out. See a lot of the foils. All the foils are amazing. You hit like close to 60 in a box on average. It's almost like 1 or 2 per box. So that's unique foils. For total foils, you get like 8 to 10, right? So you can get upwards of 60-ish. So we'll see a lot of foils. Maybe we'll get lucky. I really hope we see the curio cards. Stay tuned for my article that'll be coming out on collectorarthouse.com. I'll post it to all my different social media forums. And I thank you guys for your interest, and hope to see you for the break. Take care.